What up, Greater Long Beach? Welcome back to GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram. It's Mike.
And JJ, and this video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, a great place to cater your team's next event, something they've been doing in Long Beach for over 30 years.
I'm going to put on my AP English teacher hat, JJ. In media res, a literary term that means to begin a story in the middle of the action, which thanks to some transportation difficulties is what we're doing. It's 6-0 after the first quarter.
I knew that only because I always passed my vocabulary test.
Eagles stoked to only be down by 6 after one quarter, but life would come at them extremely quickly in the second quarter. Easy, Beasley, beautiful 59-yard run from Deuce is going to take the Braves down to the 3. And then it's nice to have a guy who can run 100 meters pretty quick when he's only got to go 3 yards.
Yeah, call the play, run it, score yourself. That's a major key. Real Mitchell in easily 13-0 Bosco in the second.
2 rushing touchdowns already for Mitchell. He would have a great night. Jacob Collier and the defense allowed the Eagles across midfield a grand total of 1 time in the first half.
Whoa. And then on 3 consecutive 3-and-outs that ended 4th and 26 and 4th and 35. I'm sorry, you were not Donovan McNabb and the Eagles. You are not going to get that done.
Moving in the wrong direction were these Eagles for much of the second quarter, and then 4th down money ball from Mitchell to Terrell Bynum, who shakes off the would-be tackler and cruises into the end zone. Bosco really turned it on and looked about as crisp as you could look in the second quarter. They scored nothing but touchdowns. They allowed nothing but 3-and-outs as they go up 20-0.
Easy to be confident against a team you beat like this less than a month ago.
But I think Jason Negro said afterwards, they weren't flying around like this, and Santa Margarita is much improved from that last 47-10 win. Bosco also looking much improved, and Cross Poyer was an absolute force tonight.
He is a beast. That linebacking core are beastly.
And then Blaylock on
Speaking
4th
of beasts,
down, tackling the Oklahoma commit Grant Calcaterra solo in the open field with a textbook tackle. That's going to give the ball back to his quarterback, Mitchell Holman, dime ball corner pocket. He was just perfect downfield after that first quarter, JJ.
Yeah, Holman and Mitchell, that is the 11th time they've hooked up for a touchdown this year. I mean, I'd love to throw it to that kid. He's just always open.
And I'd love to catch it from that kid. It's certainly a lot of lethal speed all around the field for Bosco, as head coach Jason Negro said. Yeah, we've got a couple guys who could go, and they were absolutely playing.
Speaking of go,
Blaylock, if you're going to pick it,
you gotta 6 it.
And then Blaylock, obviously this Bosco defense not short on the swag. Talk your poop emoji, young fella.
And look at how much his teammates are excited for his big play. That's when you know you've got a good unit.
Well, and it was really funny on the sideline. Coaches were saying all game, yeah, let's get one on defense now. The offense looks awesome. Sure enough, that's exactly what they did. Costello's going to find Mark Eaton as the Eagles would get into Brave territory here in the third quarter. But Blaylock, a textbook pass breakup as he reaches across with the off arm, knocks that thing away. Bosco's secondary was exceptional tonight. And then Jaden would be. Okay, so sometimes you pick it and you don't 6 it. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen, but that only happens if you're wearing the number 6.
Oh, you still 6'd it. That's
Got
a
it?
great point. Absolutely. By definition, any interception by Woodby is a 6. Eagles would get the ball back, and then after this near interception by Tyrell Thomas, who has maybe the play of the night on the dropped interception, it's going to be Costello hitting Eaton. They're fired up. It's towards the end of the third quarter. They prevented the running clock. They're down 41-7. That's only 34 points.
It's all about setting goals, Mike. You got to write those goals down. You got to reach them.
Or not.
Or not.
Christian Gilbert from Mitchell, another dime.
Look at him fly like a griffin, Mike.
JJ, Griffins don't exist. His last name's Gilbert, obviously.
You're right, obviously.
He's flying like a Gilbert. And then the Flowers power, Bosco's 4th 70-plus yard touchdown on offense. Really an unbelievable display. Flowers and the rest of the team a little gassed after watching a track meet out there on the field. Offensive coordinator Chad Johnson got a good laugh out of that one. He said the bear jumped on you right about the 20-yard line.
Celebrations are tiring too, Mike.
No doubt. All Bosco in this one, 54-14, but as a fan yelled out at the end of the game, the real playoffs are now beginning for the Braves. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors, including Papa Lucci's, a great place to eat down on 2nd Street. Season really starts now because
rematch,
it's the rematch
baby.
We've all been waiting for. Bosco Corona Centennial for the 4th year in a row. Braves trying to even the series up after a couple of CIF championship losses to the Huskies. We're obviously going to have a ton of run-up coverage to that and the best coverage of that game right here at GazetteSports.com and the Press Telegram.